So let's talk about a few Black History bus driver facts. First person we're going to talk about is Mary Wallace. She is CTA's first female bus driver. That also just so happens to be African American. She began her career with CTA, the Chicago Transit Authority, in 1974 at the age of 19. And she retired as a CTA supervisor at the age of 55. So according to Wallace, she applied because the CTA didn't have any women and somebody needed to break the ice. Plus, she thought driving a bus would be a great way to meet new people, and it is all types of people. You can meet some amazing people out here, and you can meet the opposite of amazing people out here.
He ain't lying.
So initially, she was told that they could not hire her as a bus operator because they did not have the facilities, but Mary Wallace did not give up. She continued trying, and she continued applying. And thanks to her perseverance, you have a large percentage of women who are bus drivers for the CTA. And actually, a lot of transit systems, there's a large percentage of women who are drivers. Like here in Sacramento, we have so many women who are drivers, supervisors, working on the corporate level, the training department, and it's a wonderful thing to see. And it's people like Mary Wallace taking that step that she took, and other women like her that opened the doors for so many other women to be able to work and thrive in the transit field. So Mary Wallace did face some security concerns. She said that in her early years of driving, due to, seniority, and that's what all of us bus drivers go through, she would work a lot of nights. And unfortunately, she did have some individuals who would try and attack her. She also stated that she would get cheers from the ladies, but get stares from the men. So the men did not like seeing this woman driving a bus. And she was the first. So at that time, it was definitely something different to see. Now let's go to my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and give a special shout out to Jack Patterson. In 1945, he became the first African American hired by the Milwaukee Electric Railway and Transport Company, which is now MCTS, the Milwaukee County Transit System, the best transit system in the world, because that's the transit system I grew up riding. So for me, it is absolutely the best. I don't care about any other transit system except for MCTS. Oh, and the one that I work for currently, because I work here and they pay me. So yeah. So Jack Patterson worked as a bus operator for 30 years, and then he went on to train new bus operators until he retired in 1978 at the age of 65. So salute to Jack Patterson for opening the door and allowing other African Americans to have the opportunity to be public transit bus operators. Next up, the first African American bus driver in Baltimore, Maryland is Percy Brown. Percy Brown was hired by the Baltimore Transit Company in 1945 as a cleaner, and then he became a bus operator in 1952. Percy Brown is the one that suggested to them that they add route numbers to the bus stops. That's pretty cool. Instead of just saying bus stop, he also helped create the first bus rodeo, which is very popular everywhere now. I've never competed in a bus rodeo. As a matter of fact, I've never even attended one, but I plan on changing that soon. But so many transit systems around America participate in bus rodeos, and Percy Brown is credited with creating the first bus rodeo. So that is really cool. So Percy Brown displayed amazing skills and dedication to the job. And because of that, he was promoted to safety and training instructor. Notice something very similar with all three of these individuals. They have displayed that a job in the transit industry has upward mobility. It's not a dead-end job. Some people think driving a bus is a dead-end loser job. In my opinion, it is not a dead-end loser job. There's a lot of people that can make a really good salary and have really good benefits depending on where you work in the transit industry as a public transit bus operator. And if you choose to go higher, you can become a trainer, you can become a supervisor. There are even a lot of corporate positions available in the transit industry as well. And a great example of that in a more recent time is a man by the name of Collie Greenwood. He's the general manager and chief executive officer for MARTA. And MARTA is the transit system that is in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's the thing. He is a former bus operator. Greenwood rose through the ranks over 30 years to serve as chief service officer with the Toronto Transit Commission, the third largest transit system in North America. And Greenwood joined MARTA in 2019. So he started off as a bus operator, which already is a respectable job despite what some people say. There's a lot of bus operators that are making six figures, believe it or not. Yes, there are a lot of bus drivers that are able to do that. The key word is overtime. Bus drivers know what I'm talking about.
I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. I know they gonna be there, and they know I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do.
Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me.
Current location for 5101. Walmart. Copy. From the phone.
So there are some people that are interested in being a bus driver, and there is currently a bus driver shortage at most public transit agencies. So all you would have to do to get into the driver's seat of the bus is apply. However, there are some people that would prefer to just skip the entire hiring process and just take matters into their own hands, like this person right here.
They're coming for you. Don't worry.
Good news, this bus does go to the mall. One more thing though, one more thing. Bus fare is $2. You gotta put the bus fare into the fare box.
Hey, bus driver, you want to hear one of my jokes? Well, you look bored, you go ahead anyway. I'm not even going to let you answer. Boy! Anyway, you ever ate at Applebee's? You know how people like to eat at Applebee's? Yeah, well, they should eat at their competitor. You know who the competitor is? Tangerine grasshoppers. You don't get it? Tangerine grasshopper? Applebee's, it's a fruit and an insect. So the competitor, instead of Applebee's, is tangerine grasshoppers. You don't like that joke? You don't like it? Oh, you want me to get off your bus right now? I didn't think it was that bad. Why I gotta get off the bus? I'm not even at my destination, which is tangerine grasshoppers. I'm going there to eat. You still don't like it? You're not in a joking mood today.
So anyway, that's all I have this year for the Black History Bus Driver Facts. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching Bus Driver Life.